Hey guys, it's April with Crafting with April. I just wanted to show you guys the new feature for sharing in Design Space, and you can now do this from your iOS apps as well. Um, I am going to load this travel bingo for the Cricut Crafternoons, and I thought that I would use this opportunity to show you guys how to do this as well. If you notice when you go to the main page, if you scroll down, you will see the new community projects. And these are projects that are made by people like myself, you, anybody that wants to share. And you can do that by, you can view all, but these are just tons of community projects that are shared by many. I'll just go in here and click view all just to give you guys a little bit of taste of what's in here. These are all made by fellow cricketers. So there's going to be tons of different projects and inspiration for all of you guys in here. I have several in there myself, but they're probably way down the list because I've been really busy. But all of these, you may even see one of your projects in here. So if you've shared, that's where you'll find those. Let's go back, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Here's the travel bingo that I set up for the Cricut Crafternoons, and I'm just going to click share, the little arrow in the bottom, and I'm going to add details. Okay, and while I'm going to take this opportunity also to show you guys how this project goes together because it is a little bit detailed. But the first thing you want to do, if you need photo tips, you can find that right here. There's all sorts of tips in there. And I'm afraid if I open it, it won't show on screen because I have it just showing this one screen. But you can get tons of tips and everything out of that for this. This is always going to be here. This is your canvas preview. This shows all the pieces that are in there for your project. You're going to click add because you have to add at least one photo, and landscape does the best. It tells you right here at least one landscape photo to your project. I'm going to go to my downloads. That's where that is. And I am going to grab some images. Let's see which one I want. I took several photos. That one is landscape, but it doesn't show the whole thing. I'm going to try this one. Yeah, it wants to flip it, but that's okay. I can live with that. But this is just a little travel bingo set and that I created for the game theme. Let me try another couple of photos and see if it will. Those are not it. A little bit further down. There we go. And maybe that one. No, I don't want to use that one. So I'm going to take that one out. So if you don't want to use a photo, you can click on the little trash can and trash it. The first photo you put in is the one that's going to be your main photo up there. Or that's the way it used to work. I hope it still works that way. And that one just shows some magnets on there. So I'm going to throw that one in there too, even though it's not landscaped. It was when I took it, but I forgot that I edited and flipped it for Facebook. So I'm just going to go with those. And then you're going to want to name your project. And I am going to put Crafternoons on here because they do have in the Primrose beta group. You can go over and join that and get information from Allison. They will help you. And you can join in the Cricut Crafternoons that they do monthly, and they do a giveaway. So I am going to put this in there. And then here you can have a 500 character limit. So I have copied and pasted mine because I had to make sure that it would fit. And I got it down to 497 characters. So I had to cut it kind of short. So I am going to save that now and share it with the community. And that's all there is to it. It is now shared and it's public. And now you notice that I can share it on Facebook. So here I go. I'm going to click on Facebook here. And now I can share it to my timeline or in a group. And I am going to go over there and share this in the Primrose beta group. Okay, where the Cricut Crafternoon is. And then I've just selected that. And in a few words, I'm going to say travel bingo set for Cricut Crafternoons. Okay. And I know that that's going to say that it's spelled wrong, but it's right. You can see right here. And I am going to post to Facebook. And now that is posted in there. And now I'm going to post it to my Pinterest page. So I'm just going to put it here. And then it's going to open up. It wants me to log in, of course. And I'm just going to continue as April. And I am going to create a games board. And no, it's not secret. And I am going to, I'm just going to paste that information in there and create. And now that is saved to my Pinterest page. So I am done there. So I am just going to close that out. I'm going to close this. And now you can see that instead of having the layout, that I have a photo here. And it shows blue that I have shared it. That's all there is to sharing it. Now when you pull this up, it's going to say it's by April C. It tells who it's by. Your name will be there if you do it. And it's going to show all the images. This one is, if you're a Access member, you're probably going to have to spend about $4 for the images, or you can trade out the images. I think the two images it's charging for is this yield sign and this traffic light. If you notice, they're the only ones without an A. Maybe that tree, but I had already had that. So anything without an A, if you're not an Access subscriber, you're going to have to pay for, or you can swap those out and put your own image in there. Just unflatten, and I will come in here and show you guys. We're going to customize and go over how this is put together. I just wanted to take the opportunity to show you guys how to share as well. And I will put this link in the description. I will go back and change that, or you can contact me in the groups and I will help you as well. Here you have your chipboard panels. I'm not going to save this. I'm just going to show you guys. You're just going to get rid of, you're going to ungroup, and you're going to just delete this after you know what to do. But here are your two chipboard panels, okay? You need those. And the way this is going to go together is you're going to, here's your chipboard covers. Let me get rid of that. Here is the back piece. You're going to place that down with your pretty side or whatever side. You can just use craft paper for this. And you are going to put it down. Then you're going to place this piece over, get rid of that, over the top right here. And you are going to glue it down in the center. You still may need to trim these corners slightly, but you're going to fold these papers over the edge and glue them down as well. I use score tape on the edges, and I use a little bit dab of glue down the bead of the chipboard, and then I use my squeegee to rub down the edge to get a nice sharp clean edge. So after I did that, I also put the cover on this one in the same manner. You may, I have trimmed this up slightly. You don't have any trimming to do inside. You may have to, I may have cut too much of that off. I may have, let me see. Arrange, move this to the front so I can see. There we go. No, I didn't. I was looking at the back piece. You're just going to put your craft paper down, put this board on there and glue it down. I suggest that you do glue all the grids, okay? And just be careful. You don't want a bunch of gobby glue on the inside of your grids. And then you're going to fold these over in the same manner. You do not want it to overhang into the inside of these squares. If it is, trim it off before you glue it down. Again, I use score tape and a small bead of glue down the edge of the chipboard because it's very thick, and then I wrapped it and rolled it. Once you have those done, you'll want to take your acetate piece and your printed piece, and you're going to, let me bring these to the front so you can see them. This is your clear window. You're going to, let's see, you're going to glue your acetate over this, just around the edge, okay, and get it nice and smooth. You don't want a bunch of glue showing through here, so I don't suggest putting any glue. You can put some at the top here if you want to hold it to help you smooth it down, but you want to get that as smooth as you possibly can. And this is going to protect it from, when it's being played, from messing up your print and cut paper, because that's just a piece of, I used a 60-pound cardstock. I didn't use anything very thick. You don't really need it because it's going to be covered. Once you've put that piece, we're just going to pretend that this window is on there. I'm going to get rid of it right now. You're going to place magnets, if you're going to use them, across the top here to hold your box, okay? And on the back side of it, actually. It goes on the back side of your acetate. So it doesn't, or you can put it on the front. Really doesn't matter. The front would probably be better so that it doesn't try to bubble up your acetate. So put that there, but if you're using magnets for your tokens on the back, you'll need to put those magnets behind these images and behind the acetate there, so that they're not sitting on top of your images. Once you have that done, this piece is covered, you will glue it to the front. You will glue this piece right to the front of that, hiding your magnets across the top if you put them on the front, and if they're on the back, you don't have to worry about it. So once you've done that, you're going to sandwich this. You're going to place this covered piece. We're just going to pretend that these covers are already glued on. You're going to put your back piece down. You're going to put your acetate piece with your images down. Then you're going to put this covered piece down. You're going to glue those together. That chipboard is really thick, and there's going to be a little bit of space in between them. If you don't mind the space and you're good with it, you're good to go. You didn't use magnets because you do not have to use the magnets. You can use the cutouts from your decor paper and your chipboard, and just fold that little piece of paper from the decor paper in half and glue half of it to the chipboard cutout right here. And then that way it will be for easy removal. They can use those and you won't need any magnets, but you may have to trim those slightly so that they go in and out with ease. If you use the magnets and all of that, and you want to cover these edges, that's what these pieces are for. And what you're going to do is this small edge here, it is scored. It's not scored in the center. You can see that. You're going to fold those, and that thin edge goes across the top, and it folds over to the back, and you're going to glue it down securely. You can use the score tape on the edges of these all the way around the outside edges to help you hold it down. But again, I put score tape on the front, and then a little bit of glue in the crease, and then I folded it over to the back and secured that down. Then I covered it. Let me ungroup that. This is your box. Then I covered that with the panel. Now you can make this panel smaller because all those edges do it is just to cover the edge. I made mine a little bit smaller and I wasn't really happy with it, but if you like the way that your corners came together, just place this panel on the top and this panel, well, if I can grab it, this panel on the back. That will cover your hinge pieces that you used here. That will cover all of where those glue and come across the back and everything. And then you're going to make your box and glue your magnets into the bottom of the box, and then that way it will attach itself to the magnets here on the board. I hope you guys enjoy this project. If you have any questions, I am going to leave the link to the video in this file, and I am also going to leave my Facebook group in this file. If you have any questions, need help, just come and let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. You guys have a wonderful day, and thank you for joining.